it really comes down, don't skimp on your moderator, right? Your moderator should be the type of person that is an incredibly socially attractive person. They know how to engage people, be bright. They know about smiling on these things. It's simple stuff. Don't underestimate those simple things and really drawing out your audience. I mean, back to my calendar and whatnot, if I get on one of these conferences and I've got somebody who's talking like this and they're talking like this from the camera, they're clearly not skilled in these type of things, it's hard for me to continue with my attention.
What I do love, and thinking of the positive side, is what Zoom and all these forums have done is to really democratize everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so it doesn't matter what your level, what your layer. When we're on a meeting, it's a meeting, and it'll all come together.
The evolution of the role of the field marketer, which I think can evolve from this as a real superhero because you understand experiences, and it's just a different mode, and you understand logistics and details are what matter. They're what separate a great experience from just an okay one. And I think field marketers are great at really pulling together all of those little details to make an amazing experience. So how do you start to bring that to the digital world?
Because there was so much of a dependency on in-person events driving lead flow and pipeline, that you've got this pressure to just do more for the sake of doing more, because it must just be like in-person events. If we do more, then we're going to get more leads and more pipeline. And I would suggest to you that my experience tells me that that's not necessarily the case, and really to take a step back and maybe push back a little bit and really think about the quality versus the quantity, and make sure you're educating your key stakeholders on it's not as easy as just snapping your fingers, and you have a skill set and maybe a skill gap on your team because you have folks that are much more equipped at doing in-person than virtual. So I just wanted to echo the fact that for me, quality is really the important metric here, and not necessarily quantity when you're looking to help support pipeline and brand as well.
I think the one thing that's going to be interesting is, before it was either virtual or physical. And if it was physical and we had like a virtual thing, they were kind of like the second class citizens. It was like when you go to church and you're in like the overflow room,
Very true.
I think now the virtual attendees and the virtual experience can no longer be the afterthought, right? It needs to be on par, if not better, almost than the physical. So that's going to be another one of the new challenges we have to, I think, work through, is the bimodal events.